All right, lesson 14. We're on page 101 in the book. Finding solutions finding solutions to inequalities in context. Let's solve more complicated inequalities. I can describe the solutions to an inequality by solving a related equation and then reasoning about the values that make the inequality true. And I can write inequality to represent a situation. So we are going to skip 14.1. Let's look over 14.2. Andre has a summer job selling magazine subscriptions. He earns $25 per week and $3 for every subscription that he sells. Andre hopes to make at least enough money this week to buy a new pair of soccer cleats. So we found that we have that at least that we had in the previous lesson. So at least means he wants, where is it? At least enough money this week to buy a new pair of soccer cleats. So at least means he wants that money, so equal to that money or more than that money. So we're looking at greater than or equal to. So let n represent the number of subscription sales this week. Write an expression for the amount of money he makes this week. So he earns $25 a week. So we know, let me scoot this over a little bit. We know that he gets $25 no matter what, plus $3 for every subscription. So 3, but we don't know how many subscriptions, so we'll use n, so 3 times n. So there's my expression. $3.25 for the week plus $3 for every subscription he makes. Letter B, the least expensive pair of cleats that Andre wants is 68. Write and solve an equation about how many magazines he needs to make to buy the cleats. So we know the cleats he wants, or the cheapest ones, are 68. So if I set this equal to 68, then it's just an equation we know how to solve. Here's the n, here's the equal sign. So first thing I get rid of is the positive 25 because it's not with the n. To get rid of a positive number, we do the opposite, so we subtract 25. Okay. Bring down the 3n. 68 minus 25 is 43. Right? So then we have 3n equals 43. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. N equals, let's go 43 divided by 3 in my calculator. There it is. 43 divided by 3 is 14.3333333. Okay, so can you sell a third of a subscription? No, nobody's going to buy a third of a subscription, so we're going to round up. He has to sell 15 subscriptions. Okay, so if Andre sold 16 subscriptions this week, would he reach his goal? Well, we know he needs to sell 15, so if he sold 16, yes, he would reach his goal. What are some other numbers of magazine subscriptions Andre could sell and still reach his goal? Well, anything bigger than 15, right? So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 400, whatever. Write an inequality that Andre wants to make at least 68. So the only thing that's different between the inequality and the equation is the sign. So it's still 25 plus 3n. And now we're going to put this symbol in. We're going to put the greater than or equal to 68. Okay? And write an inequality to describe the number of subscriptions Andre must sell to reach this goal. So the only thing so we're writing an inequality. So n, our sign, is greater than or equal to 15. Okay, so the only thing that changes is it's not n is equal to 15, it's greater than or equal to 15. All right. Number 2, Diego has budgeted $35 from his summer job earnings to buy shorts and socks for soccer. He needs 5 pairs of socks and a pair of shorts. The socks cost a different amount in different stores. The shorts he wants cost $19.95. Let X represent the price of 1 pair of socks and write an expression for the total cost of socks and shorts. So he has budgeted 35. So that's my total amount. We know he wants to buy 5 pairs of socks. We don't know how much each sock's going to cost, so we're going to go 5x, 5 times the pair, or 5 times the price, plus $19.95. That's how much the shorts are. and that equals $35. Okay? So we're solving for x again. Let's move this over a little bit. Equals 35. So we're solving for x. We want to get x all by itself. So first number we get rid of is the 1995. To get rid of a plus 1995, we subtract 1995. So using my calculator, I am going to go $35 minus $19.95, and I get $15.05. So I have 5x equals $15.05. Okay, and then 5x means 5 times x, so to get rid of times, we divide. Remember, we always do the opposite of the inverse, so 1505 divided by 5 gives me $3.01 for each sock. Okay? So write and solve an equation, we did that. Let's see. Write and solve exactly. There's some other possible prices that the socks would be that would allow Diego to stay within his budget. So he only has $35. So instead of being greater than $3.01, all the socks have to be less than $3.01. So $3, $2.99, $2.98, $1, anything less than $3.01. Okay, and then write an inequality to represent the amount Diego can spend on a single pair of socks. So we know that x can equal $3.01, right? But it also could be less than. So x is less than or equal to 301. All right. 14.3, granola bars and savings. Let's look at number 1 and go from there. Kieran has saved $100 in his bank account. The account doesn't earn interest. He asked Claire to help him figure out how much he could take out each month if he needed to have at least 25 in the account a year from now. Okay. So Claire wrote the inequality, negative 12x plus 100 is greater than or equal to 25, where x represents the amount Kieran takes out each month. What does negative 12x represent? Well, there's 12 months in a year, and if he takes out the same amount each month, negative 12x is how much money he takes out in the total year. Find some values that would work for Kieran. Well, you could take out $1. You could take out $2, $3, $4, $5. 5 would work. 6 would barely work. Okay, so what am I doing here? I'm just solving pretty much. So negative 12x plus 100 is greater than or equal to 25. So you solve these problems the same way. We're still wanting to get x all by itself. The sign is just different. Okay, but you solve it the exact same way. You first get rid of the number that is not with the variable. So we get rid of 100 by subtracting 100. So we have negative 12x is greater than or equal to negative 75. Okay. Negative 12x means negative 12 times x, so to get rid of times, we divide. Okay, this is the one difference. So if I go negative 75 divided by negative 12, I get 6.25. Okay, here's the one difference. If you notice it's a greater than or equal to, we're going to switch it to less than or equal to. When the number with the x is negative, so we have a negative 12 here, we have to switch the sign to make the inequality true. Okay, so find some values of x that would work for Kieran. Well, $6 would work. $6.24 would work. $6.25 would work. Okay. We could, let's see. We sort of talked about letter C. We could express all the values that would work for x using either less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Which one should we use? Well, we said that because we divided by a negative, we got to use the less than or equal to. Okay? Write the answer to Kieran's question using a mathematical notation. That's this right here. X is less than or equal to $6.25. Okay? So number 2 here, a teacher wants to buy 9 boxes of granola bar for a school trip. Each box usually costs $7, but many grocery stores are having a sale on granola bars this week. Different stores are selling boxes of granola bars at different discounts. Letter A, if X represented the dollar amount on the discount, then the amount the teacher will pay can be expressed as 9 times 7 minus X, 7 being the price, X being the discount. In this expression, what does 7 minus X represent? Oh, we just talked about it. $7, but we're going to take away the discount. So 7 minus X equals the new discounted price. A teacher has $36 to spend. The equation 9 times 7 minus X equals 36 represents the situation. So solve this equation. So let's write it out over here on the side. 9, 7 minus X equals 36. So there's this problem with parentheses. So because there's parentheses, we can divide first. So we have 7 minus X is equal to 4. 36 divided by 9 is 4. So then we have a positive 7. To get rid of a positive 7, we're going to subtract 7. So negative X equals negative 3. So if negative X equals negative 3, positive X equals positive 3. Okay? So we had to switch the positives. So X represents, let's see, what does the solution mean in this situation? So we solved it, X equals 3. What does that mean? It means the coupon can be up to $3 off. A teacher does not have to spend all $36, right? An equation, inequality relating that in this situation. So the only thing we're going to change here is we erase this, okay, and we change it. They have $36, so they can spend 36 or less than 36. Okay? And there you have it. Suppose Elena has $5. Summary, here we go. Suppose Elena has $5 and sells pens for $1.50 each. Her goal is to save $20. When we could solve the equation 1.5x plus 5 equals 20 to find the number of pens, X, that Elena needs in order to save exactly $20. Adding negative 5 to both sides of the equation gives us 1.5x equals 15, and then dividing both sides by 1.5 gives the solution x equals 10 pence. What if Elena wants to have some money left over? The inequality 1.5x plus 5 is greater than 20 tells us the amount of money Elena makes needs to be greater than 20. The solution to this previous equation will help us understand that what solutions in the equality will be. We know that if she sells 10 pens, she will make $20. Since each pen gives her more money, she needs to sell more than 10 pens to make more than $20. So X is greater than 10. All right? Remember, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and email me.